Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we pull back the curtain on corporate filings and find out if these companies are really playing by the rules or just winging it. Today, we're diving into a recent report from Signing Day Sports Incorporated. Let's just say there is a whole lot of talk about a busyness combination, and it sounds like things are getting interesting. Before we dive in, if you love getting the real scoop on companies without the jargon, make sure you are subscribed. And for more behind the scenes talk and to connect with fellow stock market enthusiasts, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Alright, let's get straight to it. This is a Form 8K filing, which is basically a company's way of telling the public about significant events for Signing Day Sports. Inc., the biggest news is this proposed business combination. Think of it like two companies planning to join forces, becoming one bigger entity. They're calling it a business combination, and there are several related transactions involved. This has been in the works since May of last year, and they've even amended the original agreement, showing that these kinds of deals take time and a lot of figuring out. The company itself, Signing Day Sports Inc., is based in Delaware and trades on the NICE American LLC under the ticker symbol. SGN, they describe themselves as an emerging growth company, which means they are a smaller company that can use some regulatory benefits. They've also elected to not opt out of the extended transition period for new or revised financial accounting standards, which basically means they'll be adopting new accounting rules at the same pace as older, larger companies. Now, we're getting into the meat of why they're filing this 8. It is mainly to disclose a press release they issued on the 5th of December 2025. This press release is all about this big business combination they are pursuing. They're combining with a company called BlockchAIn Digital Infrastructure Incorporated, or BlockchAIn for short. There are also some subsidiary companies involved in the deal, like one BlockchAIn LLC and a couple of merger subs. It all sounds pretty complex, but the key takeaway is that Signing Day Sports is looking to merge with BlockchAIn. The filing spends a good amount of time explaining where you can find more information about this business combination. They mention a registration statement that BlockchAIn has filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or CC. This document is not yet effective, meaning the C hasn't given it the final stamp of approval. Once it is effective, it will contain a proxy statement for Signing Day Sports shareholders and a prospectus for BlockchAIn shares. They urge investors and shareholders to read these documents carefully when they become available, because they will contain vital information about the deal. They also point out that you can get these documents for free from the SEC's website. This part is important for understanding who might be influencing the shareholders' decisions. The filing states that Signing Day Sports directors, executives, and certain employees might be considered participants in asking for votes on this deal. They refer to information about these individuals that is already in their past filings, like their 2024 annual report. It also notes that the managers and officers of one BlockchAIn, the other company involved, don't currently hold any stake in Signing Day Sports. This disclosure is all about transparency, making sure everyone involved in pushing the deal forward is identified. This section is a legal disclaimer. It is saying that this communication is not an attempt to sell or buy any securities, nor is it a request for a vote or approval. It is basically them covering their bases legally, making sure they don't violate any securities laws by making this announcement. They emphasize that any official offering of securities related to the business combination will only happen through a proper prospectus. This is a pretty standard but very crucial part of any filing like this. When they talk about forward-looking statements, they're referring to statements about the future. Things they expect to happen, they use words like may, will, believes, expects, and anticipates. The crucial point here is that these are just expectations. They are not guarantees. Actual results could be very different due to risks and uncertainties. They list out a whole bunch of potential challenges. These include whether they can actually complete the deal, how well they can combine the two businesses, getting all the necessary approvals, and even financing their future plans. They also mention market acceptance of their products, competition, and legal requirements like user data privacy laws. They're basically saying, we're hopeful, but a lot could go wrong. They strongly advise looking at the risk factors section in other filings for even more detail on these potential problems. Let's look at the exhibits. The main one here is Exhibit 99.1, which is the press release dated the 5th of December 2025. This is the document that contains the details they're disclosing to the public about the business combination. Then there is Exhibit 104, the cover page interactive data file, which is just for electronic filing purposes. And finally, we have the signatures. This report is signed by Daniel Nelson, the Chief Executive Officer of Signing Day Sports Inc., on the 5th of December 2025. This signifies that he, as the head of the company, is attesting to the accuracy and completeness of this filing. So, what is the story here? Signing Day Sports is gearing up for a major change, intending to merge with BlockchAIn. This is a significant development that could reshape the company entirely. The filing is really setting the stage for investors to learn more about this combination, with the expectation that a detailed proxy statement and prospectus will be released soon. The emphasis on future events and potential risks is a clear signal that this deal, while exciting, is far from a done deal, and investors need to stay informed and cautious. Now, let's talk about what this all means. The fact that they are filing this 8K and issuing a press release about a business combination means they believe this is important news that the market needs to know. It is a strategic move. And for a lot of companies, mergers and acquisitions are a key way to grow, expand market share, or acquire new technology. For Signing Day Sports, this could mean access to new resources, a larger customer base, or a broader product or service offering through blockchain. However, we have to be realistic. Mergers are notoriously tricky. As the forward-looking statement section highlighted, there are many hurdles. The biggest risk is always whether the two companies can actually integrate effectively. Different company cultures, operational systems, and management styles can clash, leading to a bumpy integration or even a failed merger. Shareholders will be closely watching to see if the promised synergies and benefits of this combination actually materialize. The filing doesn't give us a direct look at their financials in this particular document, beyond what is in referenced exhibits. But the nature of this announcement suggests that the combined entity is expected to be more robust than either company is on its own. We need to see the upcoming proxy statement and prospectus for detailed financial projections and the specific terms of the deal. This Form 8K is really more of an announcement of upcoming information. What is notable here are the disclosures about participants in the solicitation. This shows a commitment to transparency in the shareholder voting process. They are being upfront about who is encouraging votes for this transaction. This is a positive sign in terms of corporate governance. Our overall assessment is that Signing Day Sports is at a significant crossroads. The proposed business combination with BlockchAIn represents a major strategic pivot. The strengths lie in the potential for growth and synergy that such a merger could bring. However, the weaknesses are the inherent risks associated with any complex merger, from regulatory approvals to actual business integration and market reception. The forward-looking statement section, while standard, serves as a strong reminder of the uncertainties involved. Investors should absolutely do their homework on both Signing Day Sports and BlockchAIn, and pay very close attention to the upcoming proxy statement and prospectus filing. This isn't just a formality, it is where the real details of this potential transformation will be laid out. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Signing Day Sports filing. What is your take on this business combination? Do you think it is a smart move, or are there too many red flags? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit that like button, it really helps us out, and subscribe for more straightforward corporate analysis. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.